Hey, everybody. Let's go through my first pitch deck that allowed me to raise over $1 million in funding. Haven't looked at this deck in almost 10 years, so we're going to look at it together. So this is my DocSend. I use DocSend to sit on my decks. So this is where, as you can see, last updated 9 years ago. So let's look at it together. I'm going to give myself some live feedback here. This is what I would tell myself today looking at this deck. First things first, it doesn't have a website and it doesn't have a email address. If somebody was passing this deck along and they wanted to reach out to me, I would actually make sure that there's something there to say like morgan@blavity.com or whatever. Blavity is a digital community for Black millennials. Okay, this is good. I probably would have just put this on this page, like right here. I don't know that I needed a whole slide for that. 30% of millennials are minorities. Great. 75% of in LA and in New York, 58%. Again, maybe a little bit. I would probably do like 75% of LA is minorities, 58% in NYC, but that's not bad. The minority millennial population is large and growing. I love that. I love that the title of the slide is a statement. Very easy to scan. I probably would have put it at the top though. Black millennials feel misrepresented by the media and seek out ways to connect with each other. Yeah, this is a great slide. Look at this imagery. This definitely gives me all the feels. This is good. This is a problem set slide. So this was like here's a problem, and then here's another problem, basically. And then this is a market slide. So there's 43 million Black people in the US, $2.3 billion is spent on advertising, and $1.1 trillion buying power for Black folks. So like, yeah, this makes sense. This is the market slide. This is basically saying there's a ton of money out here, and this is a growing audience. Blavity will lead this new generation. Love it. Okay, where we will play and how we will win. Now I'm getting annoyed that I got to go down here. I would much rather this be at the top, but that's fine. Large untapped market, the best content, tech company first, community loyal to our brand, a rock star team, all-star process systems. Okay, fine. This is basically what is our solution to this product. I still am kind of like, what are you building? Not really clear. Okay, this is a competitor slide. I feel like this should have stuck with being a statement. Black audience, Blavity. You always want to be in the upper right quadrant. So it's a Black audience, high quality content. This doesn't say content. It should say content on the left. High quality content. Okay. High quality and a Black audience. Blavity, of course, is the biggest and the baddest. At the time, these were our competitors. There's a lot of consolidation in the space now. So Vice is owned by Essence now, I think. BuzzFeed. I don't know. Vice is still independent. Mike is dead. Viacom obviously has BT. Elite Daily, I think, was owned by a private equity. This is gone. Ogre.com, Tumblr, gone. Worldstar Hip Hop used to be a vibe. Do you guys remember Worldstar? But nobody goes there anymore. Moguldom got bought by Urban One, so they're gone. Essence, I think, is probably up in this quadrant now. They've definitely improved their quality. HuffPo is bought by BuzzFeed. For Harriet at the time was doing really well, and their founder still is very active. She's amazing. I love her, but they didn't necessarily grow and scale. And then The Root, who owns The Root these days? Owned by, I think, the same people that bought Godcover. Anyways, they're not Black owned anymore. This is my favorite slide of all time. You guys can remind, this was 9 years ago. This was the vision. Black people together at a lunch table. Blavity stands for Black gravity. It's this term that we used in college where we basically described all the Black people finding each other regardless of what was going on campus. And we would sit at the lunch table and we would just like chit chat, gossip. People would talk about whatever was going on in class, finishing up schoolwork, getting feedback on essays. Like it was just the best. Okay, so basically this is me saying like this is the vision of what Blavity will become. So Black people in the center, chit-chatting. They'll consume content. They'll share reactions. They'll create content. They'll participate in live discussions, live dialogues. They'll discover cool things through the platform. They'll attend events. They'll share content, and they'll stay up to date. I think we've done this in 10 years. I think we've done this, but okay. So how we impact social change. So I was raising at the time from social impact investors. So it was important that I had a slide on like, why does this matter? We'll hire and train multicultural journalists, creators, and producers, providing them the feedback, community, and resources they need for them to be successful. Give myself a check mark here. We're using technology to empower people of color to speak for themselves and have their voices heard, and creating and partnering with organizations to share stories, news, and data to inform and uplift communities of color. Sounds straightforward to me. I think we've done that. OMG. You got to have a traction slide. So this is a strong traction slide. This is unique visitors on the left, time over on the right. This is a forecast. This is actual. So this was Q4 2014, Q1 2015. So this is basically less than a year after we started the company and went live. Q2 2015, Q3 2015, and then Q4. So we had 140,000 social followers, 3 million impressions per month. I love this number. We do like over 3 million impressions in like 6 hours, but whatever. 100 total contributors. I love that. And this is the team. Me, CEO, founder, formerly a product manager in business development at Intuit, youngest student body president. Will still cringe. I probably would have put that in here just because like your college credentials. I mean, I was 24, so I guess it still kind of mattered, but probably would let that go. Aaron, of course, our content lead. Sabine, who was our marketing, and then one of my other co-founders, who was our editor, Jonathan. Jeff wasn't on here at the time because I think he was still deciding if he was going to join us full time or what he wanted to do. A diverse team of passionate millennials. Cool. How we will make money. It's like, oh, here's the team, and then it's how we going to make some money. Experience of sponsorship. So have a Blavity House during South by Southwest. Brands we're working with. The average campaign size, 50K. That's a pretty big give it. Okay, I'm not going to make fun of myself, but this is good. This is really good for a seed stage. I mean, honestly, if I saw somebody now telling me they're doing 50K deals, I'd be like, all right, cool. Social takeovers. Back in the day when live tweeting was a thing, brands used to pay us to live tweet. I actually think this is how Spill is also doing this. Like if you go on Spill, the Black social media app, they have like a lot of entertainment brands that are paying them for engagement. So definitely a product offering that stood the time. Then content licensing. And now we actually haven't done a good job at this. Not that many people license our content. We monetize our content through ads. Notice I didn't have advertising on here. I think at the time people were poo-pooing on ads, so I like didn't add it. Content licensing would be like more long form things, selling content to other platforms. And then this was our plan to scale. I don't love this side. I don't love it. It's got a lot going on. It's hard to focus. I would not recommend this slide. Today, 1 million monthly active users in 6 months will double. And in 18 months, we will be 5x where we are today. You're always going to have an ambitious dream. Creators, and then basically I said our run rate per month would be 82. So I said basically we'd be making $1 million, in under a year. And we are raising $750,000. So this is a strong slide. This is my ask. We were going to build a mobile app, support man. Can you imagine if we had actually built that mobile app, like how far we would be right now? I don't know. I've got designs for it if you guys ever want to see it. We already had investors, Macro Ventures, New Media Ventures, and Knight Foundation. So that was good. New Media Ventures was our first investor. Macro, Charles King invested, and then Knight Foundation's awesome. And that should be it. I would have put my contact information here. I would not put it in another slide. It should just be here, and like that should just be the end of the deck. So I think overall, this is a pretty good deck. I mean, I raised money on this deck, so it did work out. But yeah, like this was pretty good deck. I think maybe we could have talked a little bit more about how we make money at scale. I mean, we definitely missed advertising, which right now is over 20% of our revenue, maybe even more is advertising, not just sponsorships. Obviously, note that Afrotech isn't included in this deck at all because Afrotech did not exist. And Afrotech was a solutions. So this was like, 6 to 9 months before Afrotech started, but the premise is still the same, right? Like I wanted to solve this problem and I had a solution, but I wasn't committed or like too attached to that solution. It was a blue ocean strategy. So hopefully this is helpful. And I really love, sharing these things with you guys. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're not subscribed yet. And also check out my Work Smart program if you want live coaching calls. I review people's decks. We do all types of workshops every month. It's free to join. But if you want live sessions with me, it's a small monthly fee. And I have a lot of fun. Everything that I make in the program, I just invest back into the podcast, back into the team. And we have a great time. It's a great place if you are an ambitious person trying to get to the next level, even if you're not an entrepreneur, even if you're a professional and you want to figure out how to build your side income or how to get more efficient at your job because you're using things like ChatGPT or just thinking about your life differently. My job is to push you. My job is to equip you, and I'm having fun while I'm doing it. So thanks so much for watching this video, and let me know what you think in the comments below.